So this is episode 3 of Lasercutting and Illustrator, and in this episode we're going to talk about export settings and editing your design to get it laser ready. In the last episode we created this coaster design with some text in the middle and then this outline describing the coaster. And what I said I wanted was this laser cutting text to be engraved onto the coaster. So actually we've got two processes. We've got this cut line around the outside, and then we've got this here that we want engraving. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this laser cutting group, which is still grouped. And I'm going to go up to my color options, and I'm going to change the fill to none, and I'm going to change the outside line to red. And what that means is when we export, we can say to the laser, anything that's red will need engraving. Anything that's black will need cutting. Now this is a really simple design, so we've only got 2 objects in it. But if you had some more objects and you wanted to do some more complex things, you could use some other colours and set those to do different things within your laser software. So we've got the different elements of our design in different colours. What I want to do now is check that this outside line is black on the outside, and I actually don't want a fill on the inside. That's not a necessity, but it is going to keep your file size down when you export. The other thing to look out for is the point size of all your strokes. Setting all the stroke sizes the same is going to again cut down on your ultimate file size. Now that we've got the colours all correct, the next thing is to ungroup all the objects in our design. To do that, I'm just going to select them and go up to Object and Ungroup. And I'm going to keep clicking that until it greys out, just as it has there. The reason we select everything and keep clicking until it's greyed out is because not only might you have 2 groups or more, you might have groups within groups. In my experience, grouped objects are a nightmare for laser cutters, and with some laser cutting software you'll just lose colour information, and on others you'll actually lose any of the design that has been grouped, so you definitely want to ungroup all of your work. So this is all looking pretty good. I think it's about time we select it and move on to the export. So select everything you want to export and go up to File and down to Export. We then want to change our format to DXF and give it a name. This is where you've got to get your settings correct, otherwise your laser file is going to corrupt and it's not going to work with your laser software. Once you've set these once, they should be remembered on your machine and you shouldn't have a problem again. The first thing is to change the AutoCAD version to the lowest available. That's R13 LT95. You then want to check your scale is a 1:1 units in millimeters. You want 8 colours in JPEG, and then down here on the options, the only options you want selected are maximum editability and export selected are only. The export selected are only allows us to just select certain aspects of our project and export just them. In this project it's not made much of a difference, but perhaps we have multiple coaster designs within the same project and you only want to export one for laser cutting. It's a nice little trick that allows you to have multiple designs within the same Illustrator document. Once you've changed all those settings, just click OK and your file's going to export. You can then take that DXF into your laser software and laser cut it. This has been a really simple project, but the same rules still apply on more complex ones. You need to check your colour, you need to check everything's ungrouped, and you need to check that export dialog box. In the next episode, we'll create a more complex design, and I'll show you some more tools within Illustrator.